There we are. We're finally live, Shelby. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to find a seat here. And this morning we had some storms roll through. Right now, though, you can see the cows are peacefully out in the hay. Those cows are out in the hay. These cows are peacefully just sitting out in the field, enjoying life. And Shelby and I are up here on the porch. Look a little fuzzy, though. I'm gonna make sure we're clean here on the screen. But I was going to talk about the calm after the storm. Hey, Eddie Family Farm, Brandon or Stephanie. Hey, Chad. See who else is in here. We have been in a storm. And it's been about 8 days, it seems like. Hey, Barbara. Hopefully you're doing well today. By storm, I mean everything, it seems like, at Walker Farm has just been moving 100 miles an hour. It all happened last week, probably about this time, when we took home our new little guy. Hey, Kevin, over at Grown's Family Farm. And hey, Stephanie. Hopefully you're doing well today, too. Hopefully Brandon is treating you right. I know he treats you pretty good, but he's hopefully not doing any kind of Oklahoma State hat wearing today. I'm just joking. So, but about this time last week, we got our little guy and little bear, that we call him. And I think that's about when the storm began. You guys know, you followed us along. We do foster care from time to time. We actually sometimes get two children at once. Sometimes we take sibling groups. We've done that a couple times, and that is a lot. But this time, it's not been that bad. But most of the storm that I'm talking about has been caused by the sickness. So I don't know if it's the same in your area. That's the whole reason you married him, Stephanie? Well, I won't say anything bad. Sometimes my mom taught me, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. So that's why I'll just be quiet about the Oklahoma State stuff today. But what I was talking about is the sickness. So Ranger last week got sick, came home, had a temperature, fever, headache, all the things, and stayed that way for 3 days. So it went on to Mazzy. She looked better after a day or two. And then Ransom, he stayed home Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week. And then I guess it was Saturday, Sunday, Monday time frame, I was sick. So all of us had been hit with a sickness at some point, and that has just made it kind of crazy around here. So I've got good news. The calm is here after the storm. That means it's quiet. Everybody's at school. So I'm here on the farm. I'm watching Shelby. Shelby, you got an itch? Shelby, you got an itch? You got an itch? Let me see. You don't have a tick, do you? Okay. I don't see a tick. You just got an itch? Okay. So the good news is that it's calm now. And Teresa asked, how is Blackberry's baby? That's what I was going to take you to next. Yes, life takes us through lots of storms, and that's why we look to God. That's 100% correct. When the sickness hits your house, though, and you have 3 kids to 4 kids, however many kids you have, and it just kind of circles around, it's just like, man, you can't do anything. You can't really go anywhere. They can't have any fun, and just nobody has any fun. It's not very much fun. But in the meantime, we did have some excitement here on the farm. We had some babies born, and I'm going to, hopefully if the wind's not too bad, if it gets too bad, you guys let me know. But I'm going to take you guys out and do a quick update on the babies, the baby calves. We have 2 now, so I say 2, really 3, if you count our original baby, Sequoia, but he's not really a baby anymore. He's going to be gone soon. So Sequoia is about 6 months old, and I'll take you guys out though and give you a quick update and climb over my gate here. Ugh. Howdy, Marcy from Roswell, New Mexico. Roswell. That always reminds me of Aliens for some reason. Is that what you guys are famous for from Aliens? Does Blackberry's baby have a name yet? He does not officially have a name. I've heard Rusty. I kind of like the name Rusty just because when he came out and you guys saw how he walked, he kind of walked rusty. He kind of looks rusty. And I'm getting the stare down from old mama here. Let me show you guys. So that's the one staring me down. She's not happy about me being in the field right now. So let's look around. This is Sequoia. Hey, Sequoia. Now look how tame and calm he is. I'm just right here in the field with him. He's not getting up. He's not worried about me. He's just being him. Hey, girls. And now that little girl, we do not have a name for yet. And we're gonna have to think about this one. She's beautiful. She is probably my favorite. We are 90% sure it's a heifer. And yeah. Hey, Blackberry. And then, I don't know, what do you guys think about Rusty? Let me know in the comments if you like the name Rusty or not. This is Blackberry's calf, but it's also big stretches. She's been laying down for a long time. It's Blackberry's calf, but it's also Geronimo's calf. So there he is. He's getting up. You guys see his feet look better. They're still not 100% yet, but they are looking better. Shelby, she doesn't like you back there, girl. I've told you that. But I am happy that he is standing better. And I've gave him massages twice. So I basically just massage his feet. I have to get him down and hold him, and I'd have to do it while Blackberry's away, or Cassie has to hold her back. But I get back there and kind of stretch the tendons out. You pull those front hooves that way and stretch the tendons, because you see kind of how he's walking a lot better. He's doing better, Mama. I'm so happy to see him walking better. Try to block the wind for you guys. Shelby's like, how do you get that milk out of there? I could use some of that. That's what she's thinking, I know. Because Shelby will steal her a meal if she can get after it. She's like, let me sit down. I'll learn something here. So that calf's thinking, I didn't know it was eating time. All right, Blackberry. All right. I'll leave you alone. So she's getting a little bit mad at me because I'm over here in her business. But yeah, Shelby's a mess. Let's just say that. She likes to be in the middle of everything, and especially whenever I was working with the calf the other day, she jumped right in there in the middle and kind of messed things up for me, but not really. She made Blackberry probably more mad than Blackberry needed to be. So there's your update on Rusty. There you go, I named him Rusty. It's official. Rusty is doing awesome. He gave us a little scare there with his feet. I thought I may have to splint them. So if you ever see a calf born like that where their hooves, so his hooves were probably like, let's see if we can do this right, like a 30% bend, and they needed to straighten out. And if they would have been like a 90%, hey, Leonard Mountain Homestead, if they would have been like a 90%, then we would have had to have done tape, splints, something to fix that. But since they were only at about 30%, they were okay. Hey boys, I'll feed you in a little bit. It's not time yet. We got a little bit longer. But anyway, so we were lucky they weren't any worse. And that just comes, it could have been from a couple things, but mostly from sitting in the womb incorrectly is most likely what that was from. So, hey Kelly, I'm doing good. I'm just bringing you guys out and checking up on, I'm gonna go get something to put some alfalfa hay in. Checking up on the new baby calf, Rusty, Blackberry's baby. We just did a quick update on him, and he's doing good. Sorry, just adjusting my tripod here for a second so I can grab something. So, I don't want to come in here too far or I'll lose phone service. But, I'll show you guys, Ransom and I yesterday put some new steps on the truck so Cassie can get in and out. And I keep saying they're for Cassie because, well, she's the reason I'm putting them on there. Have we docked the second lamb's tail yet? No, but we will be doing that tonight or tomorrow. When is Salt due? So Jeff, Salt was due the same time frame that Pepper was, but with cattle, usually within about 2 to 3 months is the kind of time frame. So as long as she didn't miscarriage, we should have a calf. So you guys over with me to get some alfalfa, and we're gonna go check on the new baby sheep. So I'm fighting the wind right now. Sorry about that. I'm holding my box up for you guys to try to block it as we walk, but I don't know if it works or not. How is Little Bear doing? Hope he doesn't get sick. So Jacob, Little Bear is doing great. He has not caught any of the illness yet, and you know he sorry, I'm coughing. He's doing great. To be honest, he has adjusted so well to our family. Kind of surprising how well, so quickly, just because you never know with new children coming into a home. You know, you're a stranger. They've never seen you before, but honestly, he is came into our home with open arms. He's adapted to Cassie and I both really well, meaning if we walk into a room full of strangers, he comes straight to us and reaches for us. He recognizes us. He's starting to say names and different things like that. So Little Bear is doing awesome. I know a lot of people ask, so the most common question is, when do we get to see him, see his face? And the answer to that is never, as long as he's in foster care. He is only here for a foster care situation, which means it's not permanent. So until some kind of permanency has happened, meaning that he has been adopted, then we will never be able to show his face. So yeah, some people are saying, do we have a new child? Yeah, we have a brand new child that's in foster care. We've had him a little over a week now. I think the second question, what was it? When can we show his face, and how long will we have him? That's the other thing that we hear a lot, is how long will we have Little Bear? We have no idea. So it could be a week, could be, well, it's been longer than a week, so we know that. It could be a month, it could be a year, it could be 3 years. Mind you, Mazzy and Ransom, we had both of them for over 2 years as foster children before we ever adopted them. And then we've had several children over the last 10 years that obviously were never adopted. They were just foster children for 3 months, 6 months, I can't remember the different lengths, but just as long as they need a home, they have a home. And that's all we can really say and do right now. So Ransom is in the house sleeping. Bet Ransom is in the house sleeping. No, Ransom's at school today. So we're very thankful that Ransom is back to school. He's feeling better and doing well. So, yeah, Mystic Lady, I'm holding up. I don't get sick very often. Cassie will tell you that. I'm thinking the 15 years that we have been married, I'm not bragging about this, and I'm going to knock on wood so it don't happen. 15 years that Cassie and I have been married, I have never actually vomited or thrown up. I know that's kind of weird, but and as far as like this last week when I had chills and I slept all day, that has only happened a handful of times. So it's very strange for me to get sick. So I'm very thankful that I'm not. So is that wood? LG Homestead, is that wood? Behind me, that is hay. So I want to come over here. I want to grab. This is, maybe you're talking about this. This is a cardboard copy paper box. But a little hint, if you ever need to carry like alfalfa that falls apart easily, a copy paper box is just the right size to carry that in. I'm going to carry it out to the sheep. And of course, I wore my jacket that holds every bit of hay that we have that gets stuck to it. So behind me is a lot of wood. A lot of hay. That wind that makes me start coughing. We're thankful we still have so much hay. But this is one of the goals of having a hay barn, was being able to keep all my hay dry. And, LG Homestead, the wood I knocked on, no, unfortunately that wasn't wood. That was metal. Hang on, I'll go find some wood. Let me show you the... Hey. There, now I knocked on wood. Hey, girls. There's my pocket donkey. Hey, June. No, be nice. Be nice. All right, June. So they are over here begging because they want a treat. If you guys aren't familiar with our spoiled donkeys, they get treats, meaning that I'm going to give them one. Come here. You're first. Dolly. All right. And you know somebody else that loves a treat? Shelby. So you won't have to steal. Here. Okay, Bailey, will y'all turn the donkeys out with the cows as protectors? So right now they're in with the alpacas in this little pasture that we built. But we would consider it. But right now, Patsy, let me show you Patsy. Where you at, Patsy? Right here is pretty wide, and we're expecting her to foal out sometime in the next, 3 months. We're expecting a foal. So we'd really like to have foals on the ground before we do that, before we turn out the donkeys into what we call the big pasture. So I'm gonna get this box picked up. And we're gonna go check some baby sheep. All right, there we go. I wanna get this all over me, but that's okay. Because I'm a farmer, and what do farmers get on them? Hay. That's what farmers get on them. So That's one thing that I talked about on our last video, I think, is the hey, Cassie's always happy to help with archery. I didn't quite see who that comment was from, but Cassie loves. Okay, so Cassie loves kids. First of all, she is the best PE teacher, best teacher in general. All right, sorry about the wind. It's about ready to get windy. And old Tom Henry here. That's it, keep moving. Move on along, Tom Henry. Not happening. You're not attacking me today. Go on. Go on, Tom. So all these animals, I think, enjoyed this cool weather this morning. All right, you guys. I'm gonna put this down while I open the gate. Tell me if Tom Henry sneaks up on me. Tom, you better get back. You know what's good for you. He doesn't know what's good for him. All right, stay in, lambs. Watch out, Doc. Oh. I didn't consider all of this that I have to do to get in here. And shut the gate back. All with the camera in my hand, all with the box in my hand. All with Dot trying to get after it. So I normally do this in the morning time, but this morning it was raining, and I thought, well, if I just wait a little bit, they'll get nice fresh alfalfa without a bunch of rain on it. So hang on. Trying to get you guys set up. Okay. Come here. Come here, girls. Now, whew, I got one. So this, I believe, is Callie. I think Cassie named her Callie on the last video, which will come out tomorrow, actually. So you guys are getting a sneak peek at the name, unless it's wrong, of Olive's mom is Olive's looking for her. Olive, I got her right here, baby. Look. Whoa, go find your mom. She's mad at me. Your mom is looking for you. She was right there the whole time, Olive. You just didn't see her. And now Wednesday, Groan's Family Farm, or is it for sale? Is what for sale? I've got a lot of chickens for sale. Cassie don't know it, but I've got a lot of chickens for sale. Jacob, no bus update yet. We would love to. We want to soon, but not today. Whoops. Sorry about that. All right. So you guys can see the difference here in size. She's about 4 days younger than Wednesday. And look at Wednesday over here. Wednesday's filled out, a lot chunkier, and they're both little singlet lambs. Wednesday. But they're both doing awesome. The reason we keep them in this pen is because we feed them morning and night. We give them extra grain right here and right here. We'll give them extra grain this evening. We feed them extra hay, meaning alfalfa. We also feed them regular prairie hay. And they don't have to fight all the goats or all the other sheep or anything like that for food. So you can see these sheep over here. Hey, girls. Here. I'm always nice, though. I feel bad for them. Here, you can have a little bit of nice hay. I give Muffin a little bit of hay there. But anyway, that's why we keep them separate, just to keep everyone nice and healthy, make sure they have plenty of nutrients. And then they have a dry spot to get right here. Oh. All right. So let's see. Is Sir Francis Drake the father of both? Yes, Mary. Sir Francis Drake's the father. Look who's trying to show me who's boss. He's really something. I'm surprised he survived this long. So, Grounds family, what were you asking? What's for sale a while ago? I missed that comment. Is it the sheep or something else? Maybe it was another comment. Hey, Kayla Puckett. Kayla Duckett, I believe from Alabama. But yeah, these sheep these lambs are, Groans family, I think Cassie's going to keep these two because we're selling Drake, our ram, and they would be great to have as breeding stock. And we're also getting rid of our goats. So that means that we're going to have, yeah, Alabama, I was right. Haha. We're getting rid of our goats, and that way we will have extra space for more sheep. And that's kind of the point of getting rid of, hey, I'm in here. That's kind of the point of getting rid of the goats, is because of that. Are there any Highland donkey or alpacas for sale? So our little Scottish Highland calf, Sequoia, he will be for sale very soon as he gets old enough. But no alpacas. The alpaca's already spoken for. He's going to a nice home very soon. And nope, that's about it. So, all right, I got out of the wind for a minute. I got rested up. Now I'm going to walk out. Look who came in to play. Shelby, did you come in to play with Zena? You guys want to have... Take a whole lemon, peel it all, boil to a temp you can drink, and honey. Well, I've been doing some honey stuff and hot tea. That's what I probably have done most. Well, let me get out of here. Again, this is very hard with one hand. You guys can look at Xena for a second. Watch out, Z. Watch out, ZZ. All right. Things you don't really think about before you go live. Opening gates, shutting gates, carrying boxes full of hay. So they love that alfalfa. And they really get a lot of nutrition from it. So, hey girl. Now we're waiting on, this is Cassie's other lamb from last year. She should be bred as well, possibly. So she could be having another lamb. That would be our last one. Oh, look who came in to see the sheep. Sue. Now she's getting chased by the lambs. They chasing you out, Sue? Now that's awesome right there. How cute is that? That lamb is chasing the cat. Hey, Lynn from North Texas. Hey, Allie. 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 All right. Let me get my box. How old is Sue? So I think Sue actually used to belong to Noah whenever he filled the ark up with animals. She is old. I don't know if she's quite that old, but she's close to it. She's one of the original, the OG cats. Because I have a feeling she won't be making it too many more years, but she's still kicking it, and we're happy about it. I don't know how old she is, but she's really old. Probably like 9 years old. Is that old for a cat? Dog years are what, 8? I don't know what cat years are, but Sue was our first cat here on this farm. But when we got her, we took her with a litter of kittens, and we got her spayed at the same time so she wouldn't have any more kittens. And so far that's worked out really well. She has been an awesome cat. She hunts mice even to this day. I'll give her food, she'll eat maybe half her food, and then she'll go out and kill a mouse or a gopher or a mole or something, bring it up, set it up my feet, and tell me how bad of a hunter I am. I think that's what people said her goal is in that. I can't read very good, Lyle. If I called you Lynn, my apologies. I say I can't read. What's hard to read is when you're outside in the sun and the glare off of the iPhone, it really makes it kind of tough. So let's see. Hey, Jane from Ravenna, Ohio. Your cat was 17 when she died. So that's the other thing that people, I don't know, maybe your cat was an outside farm cat or a barn cat, but when cats and dogs live outside, they have a rougher life. So a farm cat and a house cat, to me, you can't really have the same comparison of longevity, just because a farm cat, farm dog, they live their life chasing things, doing things. They're very active. Let's take, for instance, JoJo right here. Hey, Jojo. So JoJo, he's lived his whole life on the farm, and I say that, about a year before we had him, he was living on 10 acres of an abandoned trailer house, and people would show up about once a month and throw him out a bag of dog food, and that's how he lived his first year. And so he was neglected and abandoned. When we got him, you couldn't even touch him. And so people sometimes ask why when you touch him he starts whining or moaning. Well, he has come such a long way. He's come a long, long way, but he's lived his whole life here on the farm, and he's he used to go running with me. I'd run 3 miles, and so me and him probably wore out some of our joints together. And anyway, drinking from mud puddles, jumping over through fences, into the back of pickups, like they just have a lot more active lifestyle than inside dogs, and their nutrition's different. So they might eat wild animals or squirrels or whatever they find, and everything's different for dogs that live outside. So I don't think their life expectancy is quite that of an inside dog that's been sheltered and maybe fed like science diet their whole life. Our dogs get a high protein feed from the feed store. Good morning, Firestone Chickens. Hopefully you have a good day as well. Cassie and I have been fresh meat and exercise sounds like a good. It does, LG Homestead. And you know what? I'm gonna go to say that a outside farm dog probably has a better life, even if it might be a shorter life. Can you imagine? And I'm not against dogs that have to stay inside all the time, but dogs. Let's look at the history of dogs. You got wolves, coyotes, hyenas. I don't know, wild dogs. All of those dogs were born. God created them to live outside, to hunt, and to make it basically on their own outside. That's how they were designed. And I feel like them being able to run out in the farm and chase after different things and do things like that really is kind of how they enjoy life and how it's intended. So right now, like, our dogs can run for 60 acres. They can run any of these fields. They know when they get down to the road down here, they're supposed to turn around. And most of the time they do. So anyway, that's my thoughts on dogs. I know I have the not popular opinion about my dogs being outside most of the year. People think I'm a cruel person because of that. But hey, I have a heated doghouse, okay? I really stepped up my game. Do I look like I have a fever? Well, I don't think I have a fever. I don't feel like I have a fever. I feel better than I have felt in 5 days, if that tells you anything. If I didn't feel good, I would not be talking to you right now. But if I look like I have a fever, I might. Hey, Victoria, afternoon. It is afternoon, isn't it? So I think, I don't know, depending on what time zone you're in, it might not be. So I think that's the biggest update, though. The calm after the storm is all the family's healthy. Everybody's back to school. And we did have a storm move through this morning, a rainstorm. And thankfully, it's calm after that, too. Our dog ran free when we were young. People saw him miles away. Yeah, Tiffany, we literally love our dog. Where's the cap from? This cap is from Pegs. Cowboys store in Pegs. Cassie bought it for me for my birthday. So, thank you, Cassie. Yeah, the cough. So the cough is kind of just a lingering thing, I think. What's really started to get better is the congestion. So it's starting to go away. But the cough still, especially when I'm out in the wind. It seems like if I'm inside, it's not as bad. But when I'm out in the wind, it gets really bad. Again, just kind of irritates everything probably. So some upcoming news, since this is catching up with the walkers. Some upcoming news is that Cassie will be hatching some American breasts. So I'll go show you guys that real quick before we get off of here. I'm going to go show them the American breast flock. Okay. Oh, okay, Joe. Joe wants a belly rub. All right, Joe. There you go. You got your belly rub. So our chicken tractor, let me tell you guys why the chicken tractor's moved. So the chicken tractor was right here in the front yard, and I think about 4 days ago, whenever I wasn't feeling good, at 4 a.m. in the morning, guess who was crowing and waking me up? Well, let me show you who was crowing and waking me up. It was these guys right here. So, rooster number 1, rooster number 2. They were waking me up when I wasn't feeling good. And so about 6 a.m., after I finally felt like getting out of bed, I came out here and I turned the chicken tractor around and I brought it right to where it's sitting today. And I haven't heard them since. So, I'm going to have a tussle. You guys going to get after it? But the trampoline chicken tractor is working great. Let me get you guys back here, see if I can. I need to move it about 10 feet. See if I can do that without this thing falling. All right, you guys are gonna have to go in. I'm gonna move you. All right, so I don't know if you can see them. I basically move it a tiny little bit until they decide that they're ready to get inside it. All the mess back here. And here is one of their eggs. So, all right. What's the max chicken we'd put in that tractor? LaDonna, this is the max. So about 10 is about the max that I would put in here. And the only reason I would put that many in here is because we move it every 3 days. About every 2 or 3 days, we move this chicken tractor. So I grabbed one of the eggs to show you guys. This is kind of on the smaller side. I've noticed that they lay some nice big eggs, but the American breast, in Cassie's opinion, is the most up and coming breed. It's the future of chickens, and she is committed to them, and that's why we have the chicken tractor loaded up with American breast, because it's a dual purpose breed. Excuse me. Meaning that if you hatch a bunch of American breasts and you get a bunch of roosters, it wasn't a waste of a hatch, because now not only do you have a few hens to replenish your flock, but you also have a bunch of roosters to process that make great meat birds. So that's what Cassie's been talking about, at least to me, is that she really likes the American breast. And that's why we got rid of our silver death layer flock that was in there and switched over to American breast. You know, when Cassie gets ideas, most of the time, I just go with it. Unless it has too many zeros on the end, and then I try to question her sanity. But stuff like that. LG Homestead, we don't have a chicken plucker, we have friends that have chicken pluckers, and we've never processed enough to really warrant buying one. When we process them, we might do 6 at a time or less, and that's about right. So anyway, there we go. The can you order American breast chickens? So you can order American breast chickens. We have a good friend called the Recreational Homestead. They are up in Michigan. They actually sell American breast chicks. That's kind of their job. Like he sells them, he hatches them. They also have milk shares that they do locally for people that want to get fresh milk. So check them out, and they can hook you up. You can put your order in, and they'll ship them right to your door. That's where these came from. They were I think they got here when they were 3 days old, and they've done awesome ever since. So we had to get rid of about 3 or 4 roosters. So that's always the thing, is you get more roosters than you need. But like I said, with them, it's not a problem. You were the chicken pluckers? Yeah, I've been a chicken plucker before whenever I was growing up. So happy wife, happy life. That's right, Karen Schaefer. Probably truer words have never been spoken. ACV and honey. Yes, LG Homestead, I do have those birds trained. Sorry, I'm going back reading through a few comments here. Do we remember the name of the little orange tomatoes? I don't remember. I think it was Sun Gold. Don't quote me on that, but Sun Gold, look them up. Sun Gold or Sun Gold sounds like the right name to me. So, all right, Penny. Well, thanks for stopping by. She said lunch is over, getting back to work. I appreciate you guys, each and every one of you. As crazy busy as this week was, Cassie and I didn't try to record a video for this channel yesterday. I told her I was going to go check on the calves and check on the sheep for you guys because I know those are kind of the newest things. Appalachian Homestead, does my black ring mean that I'm Jewish? Nope, it does not. This is just a silicone ring. So Cassie bought me a regular ring, like a metal one. But if you've ever worked on a farm very long and you're working with your hands a lot and you get them smashed between something, the ring I had is American tungsten, but it can't really get scratched up, but it's not very comfortable to wear, and these are very comfortable. Hey, Deborah Dawes, thank you for that. $2 super chat, thank you. But these are very comfortable. They're very thin, lightweight. I have black, I have blue, I have gray. I think I bought 2 multi-packs, and whatever one I find for the day is what I wear. But I do like to wear my ring because it is a symbol of my love for my wife, Miss Cassie, and I love her very much, and I like to have that symbol right there on my finger. But if these break, you throw them in the trash. Just grab another one. It's not a big deal. And so that's what I, excuse me, that's why I wear silicone, just to stay safe, and I like it. So, well, I'm going to go get some honey and hot tea. Being out in the wind is what gets my throat kind of scratchy, and I've been out here for a little bit. So I'm going to go do that, and I'm going to get off of here. But I'll show you guys one last look at the cows as they enjoy. I'm a cow guy. Cassie's a chicken lady, but I love the cows. Thanks, Kayla. I appreciate it. Hopefully you have a good day as well. Hopefully everybody stays safe and happy, healthy. I know our family's getting back to health, and I'm super thankful for it. But all the animals here are doing good. I'm thankful that our storm for now is over. Everybody can get back to normal and get back to what we love doing, and that is life. We just love life in general. So I hope you have a great day. God bless, and we'll see you next time.